Hey, happy Friday. My standing observation this week is coming to you from Shanghai. I'm in China. Oh my God, I'm so happy to be back in China. So I've been coming to Shanghai for, I can't even remember where I was I haven't been here since 2019. And I think I came, maybe for about 6 years, 7 years, maybe twice a year. Or maybe 8 years. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Came and was doing shopping tours up here and bringing people up here. So my brother used to live in Shanghai and he asked me to come and visit. And I was like, I don't want to go to China. And he had 2 children. I thought I should be a good auntie. So I came to China to visit his children, completely fell in love with Shanghai. So Shanghai is the only city in China that I have been to. And I'm in love with it. Anyway, I'm very, very happy to be back here after 4 years to be back here. And so I flew up on Wednesday. I flew out Wednesday night, flew overnight Wednesday, and I've had all day Thursday running around. But you know, I've been thinking a lot about experience. So I've had a couple of run-ins with Air New Zealand this week with our airline. And I've had 2 cancelled flights like 3 days apart. And there's a new system they have now to authenticate you. So now with all this, cyber fraud and shit, I did a bit of a rant the other day about 2-factor authentication and all the fucking bollocks that is happening in the world of, to try and just get into my app on my Air New Zealand. I mean, it's easier for me to get into my bank, for goodness sake, Anyway, so they've got this new system. So when you ring up, you have to prove that you're you, because otherwise, someone else could ring up and say, hi, I'm Lisa, and please cancel my flight, I'm assuming. But anyway, they've got a new system, but the system is so fucking dumb because you ring them and they say, oh, we see that you're important, blah, blah, blah. And we are going, because I'm quite important to Air New Zealand because I spend a fucking lot of money with them. And they say, just a minute and let us send you a message. Then they send you a text with a QR code and say, please scan it. And I'm like, what would you like me to scan it with? My fucking nose, because I'm on my phone and you've just sent the QR code to my phone. And I don't have 2 phones, you idiot. So anyway, it's a stupid system. Now, the problem with the system, I get they've got a job to do. The thing is, they haven't thought about the experience that I'm having. So this is one of the things. I talk to organisations a lot about experience, and I'm really into designing experiences, creating experiences. People having extraordinary experiences is one of my favourite things, right? Like whether that's Christmas, a birthday, a conference, an event, I don't know, but I just like experiences. Like China, right? Like coming here is an experience. So they haven't thought about me. They haven't thought about the fact that, okay, so imagine if they went, we've just cancelled this woman's flight. She's trying to get from Palmerston North to Auckland to catch a flight to Shanghai, and we've just cancelled the flight, which means it's going to disrupt all her travel plans. And now she's phoning to find an alternative flight. Let's piss her off by putting her through 27 hoops. And they haven't thought about that, right? So by the time I actually get to speak to a human, I am furious because not only has my flight been cancelled, not only is my trip threatened, not only is, there's a kind of fuckery going on with my flight, but now I've had to fill in like 5 boxes on my phone none of it's my fault. So it's kind of like they've made the experience worse. And I'm staying at a hotel at the Langham Hotel in Shanghai, which I adore. Like, I just love the Langham. I love the Langham everywhere in the world. And we used to have a Langham in Auckland, and now they've changed it to Accordis, which is their contemporary brand. So we sort of still do, but it's the Accordis label, not the Langham label. Anyway, they are all about experience. And the experience they're all about exceeding expectation. And so I think that's why I love it, because there's other hotels that are kind of fancier, right? Where you can get more marble in the bathroom or, I don't know, bigger pillows on the bed. But I'm talking about the experience. So everything they do, and they train their staff to use certain phrases that make you feel so special. So they say shit to you like, "Have you had an enchanting evening?" Like, isn't that lovely? Have you had an enchanting evening? I'm like, well, I have now. Now someone just said that to me. Have a delightful day, madam. Fuck, okay. Right? Imagine if every day someone said to you, have a delightful day. Have you had an enchanting evening? You're like, yeah, I have. Like, it's just beautiful. And they really think about exceeding expectation, which I just loved. And I noticed the minute we arrived at the hotel, everything was about exceeding expectation. I didn't have to look up. There was instantly a man there going, can I help you? Can I take your bag? Let me take that for you. Like, nothing, I didn't have to think about anything. They were ahead of me all the way, And I'm like, what is that about? Now, one of the coolest stories, years ago when I came here, I met the CEO of or the general manager, I don't know, whatever his name, the boss. He's a lovely Australian man, and he's running the Langham here in Xintiandi in Shanghai. And he was telling me the story about how they had a New Zealand member of parliament here. And when the member of parliament, for special guests, he gets out of his office and goes and says hi. So the member of parliament arrives and he goes, what is your plans while you are here? And he says, well, I've got some meetings and got to go and meet someone for lunch, or I don't know what he had to do. I don't even know who it was, but he was a New Zealand member of parliament. And he said, is there anything you would like to see or get while you are here? He was only in Shanghai for 3 days. And he said, oh, well, actually, I've got to get a snow globe for my daughter. So he said, my 9-year-old daughter collects snow globes, in every country I go to, I get her a snow globe. And John, the boss, went, oh, lovely. There's a couple of great places you could try, and let us know if you need a hand. Never heard from him. Then the man is checking out, the member of parliament is checking out of the hotel. John goes down into the lobby, and so he gets a notification from his staff to say, old mate's checking out. So he comes down, oh, thank you so much for staying with us, blah, 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 right? Just really smart customer service kind of stuff. And he says to him as he's leaving, has your stay been amazing? Have you had a great time? Have you achieved everything you wanted to? And then he said, did you get your daughter a snow globe? And the guy goes, wow, no, bloody, I didn't. I ran out of time, but that's all right. She doesn't actually know where I am because I travel so much. So next time I come, I'll make sure I get her one. So John goes to one of the men on his front desk, get in a taxi and go up to the market up the road and get a snow globe, a Shanghai snow globe. And he had it brought back to the Langham. He had it gift wrapped. And when this member of parliament was going through customs, someone from the Langham Hotel was standing there with a pink and gold gift wrap bag inside and said, here is your snow globe. Compliments of the Langham. Now, can you imagine how fucking happy that father is right there? You've just been given the one thing you had, you had one job, mate, as a parent, and you blew it, right? And someone has been that thoughtful. Can you imagine that experience? Like, I love that story because I go, that, and, $5 snow globe, $20 taxi ride, right? That guy's never, ever, ever going to forget that. And he's probably going to stay at the Langham Hotel for the rest of his life everywhere he goes because of that, right? Isn't that cool? So I love experience. And I'm just like thinking about what is the experience? Like if someone comes to your house, what's the experience of you? Do they get like a cup of tea? Do you go, oh, put the jug on? Or do you just go, oh, hi, oh, I'm tired? Do you have a thing? What's the experience? What's it like to be with you? What's the experience of you? Are you loud and noisy and busy, or are you quiet? Or, what's the experience of you, and what experiences do you appreciate? I like thoughtfulness. I'm really into thoughtfulness. I like people that go, or people that remember details, people that go ask you about something that you talked about 2 weeks ago and they've remembered. I think that's so beautiful. Honouring people. So there you go. I'm in Shanghai. I might go and buy a snow globe tomorrow. I think I might go and buy a snow globe, and then I can have it on my desk when I get home, and I can just remember all about that experience and how incredible that experience is. And I'm going to be clocking some more experiences over the next few days, so I'll keep you posted. Have a wonderful Friday. Go and experience something magnificent. I hope you had a lovely Anzac Day if you're in New Zealand, and I will talk to you real soon.